Welcome to the Agentic AI Podcast, your shortcut to understanding the forces shaping tomorrow's enterprise automation. Today, we're diving deep into something that's, it's not just making headlines, it's actively reshaping how businesses adopt and leverage cutting-edge AI. The AI landscape isn't just shifting. Honestly, it feels like it's undergoing a seismic transformation. And if you're tuned into enterprise automation, you are definitely going to want to hear about what's happening. We're seeing this massive, truly unprecedented wave of mergers and acquisitions in the AI startup world. It's not just a ripple. It feels more like a full-blown tsunami.
It really does. And what's truly fascinating here is the sheer scale and, the speed of it all. We're talking about the significant acceleration of consolidation. I mean, just look at the first half of 2025 alone. It has already seen an extraordinary wave of 427 deals where startups acquired other startups globally. That's quite something. So our mission for this deep dive, really, is to unpack the powerful forces driving this M&A boom. We want to understand the tangible, transformative benefits it offers to enterprises like yours, looking to supercharge automation. And critically, identify the challenges you need to anticipate and navigate as you strategically adopt, agentic AI and intelligent workflows. And we're not just talking about sophisticated AI tools here. We're really focusing on agentic AI. Think of them as these autonomous digital workers. They're capable of making decisions, learning, executing complex tasks across systems, all without constant human intervention. This consolidation wave profoundly impacts how readily you can actually integrate these transformative capabilities into your enterprise.
Yeah, when I look at these figures, I'm genuinely blown away. The numbers defining this trend they're nothing short of staggering. Those 427 acquisitions you just mentioned, they represent a remarkable 18% increase from the same period last year. And last year was already quite busy with 362 deals.
Right.
But zoom out a bit further, and globally, we're looking at an eye-popping 918 total startup acquisitions in just the first half of 2025. That's a 13% rise year over year. And the disclosed deal values, okay, get this, they've soared past an incredible $100 billion. It's not just the volume, it's the sheer capital flowing into these deals.
It really is. It's a huge amount of money changing hands.
Exactly. And when you drill down specifically into AI, its dominance is absolutely undeniable, isn't it? From H1 2024 to H1 2025, there were 262 transactions in AI alone. That shows a steady, powerful climb in acquisition activity. It tells us AI isn't just a trend. It feels like it's the central gravitational force in the tech world right now.
And if we connect these numbers to the broader economic and technological landscape, a clear picture emerges about where this activity is really concentrated. The United States is unequivocally leading the charge. No surprise there, maybe. Responsible for over 70% of this acquisition frenzy. Silicon Valley is, perhaps unsurprisingly, still very much at the epicenter of innovation and deal-making. But look, it's not just a U.S. story. We're also seeing significant growth in Europe, particularly in countries like Spain and the UK, where you've got these dynamic tech ecosystems maturing and attracting serious investment. And Asia, while it has its own unique market dynamics, is actively participating through cross-border deals. That signals a global recognition of AI's strategic importance.
So it's a global phenomenon, even with the U.S. leading.
Absolutely. And looking at the leading sectors, AI is without a doubt front and center. It's attracting massive investments. Funding hit an astonishing $118 billion by mid-August 2025. Just to put that into perspective, that's more than double the total funding for all of 2024.
Wow. Double the entire previous year in just over half a year.
Exactly. And this isn't just, capital being thrown around randomly. It's targeted investment in foundational models, specialized applications, the infrastructure powering agentic AI. FinTech isn't far behind either. It saw $22 billion in global funding. And it's often deeply intertwined with AI innovations, think automated lending, fraud detection, algorithmic trading. And then there's enterprise SaaS. That covers everything from advanced database management to legal tech software. It's making up a significant chunk, maybe 20–25% of the total transactions. Across all these leading sectors, the real emphasis seems to be less on generic software and much more on acquiring proprietary tech and unique integration capabilities, solutions that offer a real competitive edge for enterprises.
Okay. These statistics paint a really vivid picture of intense activity, but they definitely beg the question. What's really fueling this M&A frenzy in AI? Is it purely about market share, grabbing more customers? Or are there deeper, maybe more nuanced strategic imperatives at play that are kind of unique to the AI space? It feels like there's this complex tapestry of motivations driving this unprecedented pace of consolidation.
That's a great question. And what's fascinating here is that it's definitely a multifaceted drive. Acquihires are certainly a critical piece of the puzzle. Think of acquihires. It's a portmanteau, right? Acquisition and hire. You're not just buying the company. You're specifically acquiring its most valuable asset. It's talented people.
Right, the human capital aspect.
Precisely. In this relentless race for AI expertise, especially in highly specialized areas like, say, large language model development, generative AI, or developing these agentic frameworks, acquiring a smaller company is often the fastest, most effective way to onboard a team with specialized knowledge that's incredibly difficult and time-consuming to build from scratch. It's like skipping years of R&D and talent scouting, going straight to a proven, cohesive unit. This isn't just hitting the talent jackpot. It's really a strategic maneuver to accelerate capability building in what is a fiercely competitive market.
So talent is a huge driver. What else?
Well, beyond just talent, these strategic advantages are profoundly impactful for the acquiring firms. First, they gain immediate access to highly specialized proprietary models and datasets. This could be anything, right? Cutting-edge computing capabilities optimized for real-time agentic AI interactions, or maybe highly fine-tuned datasets crucial for specific industries, like medical diagnostics or complex financial modeling. This basically sidesteps lengthy and costly in-house development cycles. It significantly accelerates their time to market. And crucially, it helps block competitors from establishing a foothold in these lucrative niche areas, especially those with long sales cycles, like specialized healthcare AI or government contract automation. If you can acquire the leading solution in a specific vertical, you build yourself a pretty defensible moat.
Makes sense. Lock up the niche expertise.
Exactly. Secondly, there's the growing, almost insatiable demand for seamless enterprise integration. Enterprises are, frankly, clamoring for AI tools that don't just sit there as standalone apps. They need tools that can be deeply embedded into their existing workflows, their intelligent automation initiatives. This push for faster workflow embedding is a major driver. Acquisitions enable this integration far more rapidly than developing solutions independently. It allows the acquiring company to offer a more holistic, robust platform that's, enterprise-ready pretty much from day one.
Okay, so talent, proprietary tech, and easier integration. Anything else?
Yes, finally, the broader market dynamics play a huge role. In such a rapidly evolving market, reducing competition and achieving scale quickly is crucial. We're seeing venture funding becoming, let's say, more selective. And some early-stage AI startup valuations are becoming a bit more affordable after that initial period of perhaps hyperinflated expectations. So M&A offers a compelling strategic alternative to the traditional, often slower growth paths like going public with an IPO. It's simply a faster path to critical mass and market dominance, allowing companies to solidify their position in the agentic AI landscape.
Got it. So this isn't just about big tech making big moves. It clearly has direct, tangible implications for your enterprise and your automation journey. When these larger players acquire a cutting-edge startup, especially one focused on agentic AI, there are some very clear upsides for you, the end user, right? I think one of the clearest and maybe most exciting is just faster access to innovative AI tools. When major players integrate a specialized cutting-edge startup into their portfolio, those mature solutions often hit the market quicker. They're prepackaged, validated, and ready for immediate enterprise AI adoption. You don't have to wait for years of independent R&D cycles or lengthy pilot programs. The solutions are often refined, supported, and ready to deploy, potentially giving you a competitive edge in implementing these agentic capabilities.
That's absolutely right. The benefits are quite concrete, and they really address some of the biggest pain points for enterprise leaders. For one, you'll likely see significantly reduced vendor risk. Just consider this scenario. Your enterprise invests heavily in a promising agile AI startup solution for automating some critical process. What happens if that startup runs into funding issues, pivots unexpectedly, or even fails? Your investment and operational continuity are immediately jeopardized.
Yeah, that's a big concern.
It is. So consolidation under larger, more stable entities means less risk of dealing with these failing or unpredictable startups. It offers more reliable, long-term AI partners for your agentic initiatives. Then there's the crucial aspect of easier integration. Acquirers often possess established ecosystems, robust APIs, and pre-existing integration frameworks. This makes it significantly simpler to embed new AI functionalities into your existing workflows. It enhances efficiency across the board without the headache of complex custom integrations or the need to rip and replace legacy systems. Imagine a new agentic AI capability just seamlessly integrating with your CRM or your ERP rather than operating off in its own silo. That's where the real value is created for your digital transformation efforts.
So less risk, better integration.
And finally, improved compliance and security. Larger firms generally invest considerably more in robust standards, cybersecurity measures, and regulatory adherence. This usually leads to more secure, transparent, and enterprise-ready AI solutions right out of the box. It addresses critical concerns around data privacy, governance, and ethical AI use, which really raises an important question for you, the listener. How much faster can you truly automate your processes and achieve genuine digital transformation when the agentic tools you need are already refined, integrated, and backed by a stable, compliant entity? It significantly de-risks and accelerates your path to AI maturity.
Okay, that all sounds pretty positive. But of course, with great opportunity comes, well, potential risks. It can't all be smooth sailing in this new M&A landscape. As powerful as this consolidation trend is for accelerating AI adoption, it must also come with its own set of challenges that enterprises, especially those relying on agentic AI, need to be acutely mindful of. One significant worry that immediately comes to my mind is the potential impact on innovation. When these agile, nimble startups get absorbed into larger corporate structures, with their inherent bureaucracy and processes, could that potentially stifle the initial creative spark? That breakthrough potential that made the startup attractive in the first place, it feels like there's a delicate balance there, and it's probably easy for that balance to tip the wrong way.
Indeed, that's a very perceptive point. And there are several critical risks that decision makers absolutely must consider, beyond just the potential for stifled innovation. First, there's the genuine concern of reduced competition and the potential for vendor lock-in. It's pretty straightforward. Fewer independent players inevitably lead to a narrower choice of vendors for enterprises. This could result in higher costs down the line due to less competitive pressure. And, crucially, an increased reliance on just a handful of major vendors for your core AI needs. If your agentic AI strategy becomes too dependent on one or two monolithic providers, your agility and your negotiating power can be severely diminished.
Right, the lock-in trap. That's a classic concern.
It is. Secondly, we're definitely seeing increased regulatory hurdles and geopolitical oversight. Take the EU AI Act, for instance. Key provisions are taking effect in August 2025. This introduces significant complexity and scrutiny to AI deals, particularly concerning data governance, transparency, and ethical AI use, especially for what it designates as high-risk AI systems. Even in the U.S., antitrust concerns are prompting companies to explore alternative structures, like strategic licensing deals rather than full acquisitions, and that fundamentally changes the dynamic for how new AI capabilities are integrated and accessed.
So the regulatory environment is getting trickier to navigate.
Definitely. Which leads us to a crucial point for enterprises, especially for CIOs and technology leaders. Building flexible, resilient, agentic AI strategies is absolutely vital to avoid that lock-in we talked about. You need to holistically evaluate vendor ecosystems. Look beyond just the immediate offering. Assess their stability, yes, but also their long-term innovation pipelines, and critically their interoperability with your existing systems and maybe other AI solutions you're using. The goal really has to be creating an adaptable AI architecture.
Adaptability is key then. How do you achieve that in this environment?
Well, this is precisely where agentic AI platforms become invaluable. For instance, platforms like lowtouch.ai offer these intuitive, no-code tools. They let you create intelligent agents that can automate processes while seamlessly integrating with your existing systems. These platforms help you maintain agility amid all these M&A shifts. They enable you to foster data-driven decisions and ensure robust security, regardless of who acquires whom in the market. They provide private, no-code AI agents specifically designed for enterprise automation, prioritizing things like data privacy and accelerating your digital transformation journey without forcing you into a single vendor's ecosystem. Ultimately, it's about empowering you to build and control your own AI future.
That's a powerful reminder that strategic planning is more crucial than ever. It's easy to get lost in the sheer numbers, the abstract concepts, but what does this actually look like on the ground? Let's turn to some real-world snapshots from the first half of 2025 that vividly illustrate these trends we've been discussing. These aren't just abstract ideas, they're happening right now, and they're actively shaping the landscape you operate in.
Absolutely. Several notable acquisitions from H1 2025 clearly exemplify these forces at play. They give us concrete examples of the M&A drivers and their implications. Consider OpenAI's significant $6.5 billion acquisition of IO, an AI infrastructure firm. This wasn't just about adding another company name to their roster. It was really a strategic vertical integration.
$6.5 billion. That's a serious number.
It is. IO brought specialized AI infrastructure, expertise in managing large-scale model deployment, and a team adept at optimizing the very bedrock upon which advanced AI operates. So for enterprises looking to leverage OpenAI's models for their own agentic solutions, this acquisition likely means more stable, faster, and potentially more customizable deployments down the road. It signals OpenAI's commitment to providing a robust, enterprise-grade foundation. They understand that your complex workflows demand reliability and scale from your AI partners. It's about ensuring the underlying plumbing can actually support the increasing sophistication and autonomy of agentic systems.
Okay, so infrastructure and stability focus there. What else?
Then there's Databricks' acquisition of Neon for around $1 billion. Neon specialized in modern data stack technologies, particularly for real-time analytics and scalable data infrastructure. This move really highlights Databricks' strategic objective: enhance its database management capabilities, specifically for AI-driven analytics. For enterprise users of Databricks, this translates to an accelerated roadmap for handling those massive dynamic datasets that are crucial for training and operating sophisticated agentic AI models. It should allow for faster insights and more efficient automation across diverse data sources. It's really about making data work harder and smarter for AI.
Making the data layer more robust for AI.
Exactly. And in the fintech sector, which, as we said, is often intertwined with cutting-edge AI, we saw Ripple's $1.25 billion purchase of Hidden Road. Hidden Road is an institutional prime brokerage platform focused on digital assets. Ripple's acquisition demonstrates a clear move to strengthen its crypto and payment infrastructures. Now, while it's not purely an AI acquisition in the sense of buying an AI model company, the underlying infrastructure of digital asset management is increasingly reliant on AI for fraud detection, algorithmic risk assessment, optimizing transaction flows. So for financial enterprises, this signals a consolidation aimed at providing more robust, AI-enhanced, and compliant platforms for managing digital assets and payment processing at scale.
Interesting examples across different areas. What's the key takeaway for leaders watching this?
Well, for CIOs and enterprise leaders, I think these cases really underscore the critical need for thorough due diligence on the post-acquisition roadmaps.
Yeah.
Don't just look at the initial press release hype. You need to delve into what the integration plan truly entails. Early evaluation of the integration potential of these newly combined solutions is paramount. You have to ensure they align seamlessly with your long-term agentic AI strategy and help you avoid unforeseen complications down the road.
Right. Look beyond the headlines.
Precisely. What's abundantly clear from this deep dive is that the rapid, unprecedented consolidation in AI startup M&A in 2025 is unequivocally accelerating enterprise AI adoption. No question about that. It's offering streamlined, faster access to advanced technologies and promoting efficiency across various sectors. But, and this is absolutely critical, it also demands astute, strategic vendor management from your side to mitigate those emerging risks we discussed. Lock in, potentially reduced innovation, and navigating an increasingly complex regulatory landscape. The promise of agentic AI is immense, but realizing it effectively requires proactive foresight.
So, as you think about your own enterprise and its AI journey, here's something to ponder as we wrap up. In a future that's increasingly shaped by these powerful, consolidated AI entities, how can you ensure your organization maintains agility? How can you foster diverse and innovative agentic AI solutions internally? And crucially, how do you safeguard your organization from falling into that trap of deep vendor dependency? It's not just about choosing the right technology today, it's really about building a strategic framework that allows you to thrive in this rapidly evolving ecosystem tomorrow. We definitely encourage you to proactively assess your current AI strategies and explore how flexible agentic platforms can empower you to build, manage, and scale your intelligent automation initiatives, ensuring you remain nimble and innovative in the face of such profound industry shifts.